only on esportbf.com.
So let's go ahead and get right on into this match here, guys, as we are going to hopefully see a very close and a very competitive match. First off, we are going to be seeing the tank over here for our U team going over there to the north. Mona is going to go ahead and make his way over here to the south, up onto B. This is something that we saw from him quite a bit. And he is going to go ahead and get a couple of kills. Philicious also doing some work. Fett just wiping everybody out. That's going to be 5 dead right away onto that B flag. No chance whatsoever. On the other side, though, we do see Stranger being able to break out over there towards that A flag. C is going to go over in the favor of our U team. But unfortunately, this is kind of a weird position for them to be in. They did get the burn over here completely onto A. Nest is going to be up and alive. Not the best weapons to take care of this, but he should be able to do a little bit of damage there to the tank. Expect me is going to be able to do some damage, though. Nice little hits there with the Panzerfaust. And he has shooed away that tank for the time being. Both flags, home flags, actually were getting contested. Ooh, and that's going to be a dead tank. No infantry there to help it out. And that should be an easy cap there onto that alpha flag. We do see C still being contested, and I think Mona is going to be able to lock that down. Only one player is going to be left up and alive there into the backfield. Fett's going to be doing a good job of getting quite a few of these kills. We do see BLR, who is up and around. And he's just chilling out in the yard. Not really sure what he was trying to achieve there. You could hear the footsteps, but deciding not to go ahead and push it. But Mona's still going to be up and alive. Still going to be locking it down here on top of the C flag. This guy, he plays the tank loose and fast and has absolutely no qualms whatsoever of getting aggressive. This is something that we typically don't see with the tanks in the competitive play. Typically tanks are a little bit more passive, just because they are a little bit harder to control, a little bit harder to get into these positions and actually do some work. But he is not afraid, as we are going to be seeing a 3-cap now locked down. Typically when this happens, we are going to be seeing a big push happening over here towards that Bravo flag. We do see a couple of these infantry players starting to spawn back in. Philicious is the only man who is going to be up and potentially holding off onto this push. Phil is just still doing some work here onto that Bravo flag. It is going to be getting contested, though, but oh, nice little trade going down. But eventually he does indeed go down. Fett's going to be coming around here, though, able to go ahead and lighten the load there for his team. He is currently 7-1, putting up some great numbers up on the board. This guy was just messing it up. Not messing it up, he was lighting it up yesterday, just completely demolishing any infantry players that were trying to come his way. Our U team looking like they are definitely struggling. Tank is going to try and make some work out of a bad situation. He's getting some repairs going here pretty soon, but he's getting pushed from a lot of infantry players as well as the opponent tank. And yeah, this is just not going to be good. Oh my god, yeah, look at this. He's trying to back on up. Varric, what are you going to do, buddy? Yes, nobody repairing. Mona is going to be able to do a massive amount of damage, probably get the last hit in just a few seconds with only 1 health there. Maybe Mona ends up going down here, but at this moment, it doesn't even matter. He does get picked up. C flag is going to be getting in control over here for our youth. But the damage has been done. 151 tickets now to 62. We are going to be hearing those footsteps down below that bridge. There's a couple of players making their way over here from rage mode, but I think that this is pretty much done. Oh no. Oh no. We do see esports athlete though right here in the mix. Oh my god, he picks up 3 kills with that hipfire spray. Picks up a 4th. No, doesn't end up going down, but what was that? Oh my god, that's gonna be just a huge amount of casualties there as our U team, their push is stunted because of that play, and now it's going to give enough time here for Rage Mode to go ahead, push on back, and they are going to be able to hold on to this, I believe. They're in a really good position. They're going to have several people stationed up on top of this ridge. That does give them some really good headless positions and a little bit of height advantage as well. As you can see those long-range shots starting to come in, although Blair is going to be able to pick up at least one. An Animal making his way on top of the berm here. Cannot connect with those shots, though. Thoki with only 1 health will be able to survive. So a little bit of a disappointment there. If you are an RU team fan, they were trying to make the way over there towards that A flag. Anybody leaking out over here towards B? Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Their entire team is so far pushing up into this alpha flag, but for whatever reason, it's just not going their way, whether it be frags or positioning or both. It looks like, oh, through the smoke, Thoki picks him up with that revolver. Beautiful plays there. But they are eventually going to get cleaned up one by one. As you can see, there's absolutely nobody there from RU team that is up and alive. We do see some more going to be spawning back at C. Tank is going to be back up. Maybe they can get onto this B flag, drag the score down about 20 or 30 tickets. I'm not too sure if they can, even in that respect, just because, I mean, take a look at the scoreboard here. 11-2 there for Mona, 10-1 there for Phil, 5-0 for Nesk. I mean, 12-3 for ESB. I mean, this is just craziness. Actually, Ink is going to be 0-4. So, not everybody is dominating, but still, I mean, this is pretty brutal, I would have to say. Esports Athlete's going to be up in the mix here. And I believe he's got 2 individuals on either side of him, but he's going to be all the way around the backside of these players. You do see that B flag starting to go into their favor here for RU team, so the ticket bleed will be in their favor for a few moments. See how long that actually is going to be. Blair ends up getting picked up, and I don't see where Esports Athlete is going to be wanting to push up, although he does get the health there for his teammate. Immediately we do see a transition over onto C flag. And Fett's going to be able to pick up that B flag as well. I don't really think that Bark is going to be too successful, as we do have a couple of players over there on his left. And you can see he is extremely low there on health and does get picked up. So B flag is going to start going over into the favor of a Rage Mode. 3 players making their way into the middle of the map. Not some good positioning from them, as they will be getting pinched out completely. Does look like a leak happened over here onto that A flag. Again, doesn't really matter so much here in this situation, as they are still going to be losing the bleed. And that is going to be good round, as C flag and B will be defended. And 129 tickets will be your final ticket count. So I have to say, that is definitely a good game right out of the gate coming in here for Rage Mode. They look fantastic, and they are going to be able to really lock down this next game. Don't really know, honestly, what RU team could have done there other than just winning out on a lot of those fights. I mean, just plain and simple, they weren't winning the gunfights, and that was really hurting them. When you have players that are putting up, 12, 13, 11, those numbers, it's pretty difficult to have to deal with. All right, so here on Rotterdam, this is a map that we have seen some, well, we saw Rage Mode able to collapse on teams twice on this map. And it looked pretty brutal. They pretty much got an all cap right away while they were on the Axis side, and it didn't really go that well. I think it was like 118 tickets the first time, 127 tickets the second time. So we'll see if Rage Mode's going to be able to pull that off again. They are on the Allied side, which is typically what people would consider the harder side just because they don't get to Bravo first. But honestly, it doesn't really matter if you can win out in your gunfights. Looks like we are going to be seeing an even split. 4-4. One's probably going to be staying back on C. Or they may actually just burn it all as a team and then just push up here towards the north. That's exactly what's going to be happening. We do see some engagements that are going to be happening right there onto the south. And Fett is going to be able to spot out a couple of those players. They do end up cleaning up completely there onto the south. We have a couple of players still going to be up onto the north side of the map. Fett is still going to be up and alive. We do have that medic train that's going to be pushing up, and this does allow them to get those revives as well as those heals, constantly putting out smoke as well. So you're going to be able to conceal yourself quite well with all of these smokes, but you got to actually get the kills too, as we are going to be watching Nesk doing a decent job of staying alive, getting a couple of these frags. Still B flag into the favor of our U team, so they've been able to hold off on this initial attack fairly well. They just need to get this squad wipe, which would be huge in allowing them to push on up. But Nesk with a nice 2 kills in a row. He is going to be able to help out his team considerably with that pressure that's going to be coming in, as well as getting the revive. So they are going to continue on this push that's going to be happening up onto Bravo, but as you can see, other revives are going to be happening from the other team. Unfortunately, they are not going to be successful. See him lying there on the ground, and Nesk is going to be cleaning this up. That's 4 kills on this push that he has gotten so far, and he's going to continue on to the backside of the map, so I like that play from him. He's not worrying about that B flag. He's going to go ahead, try and get over here to A. That will stretch the attention of our U team. They're going to be like, okay, well, where exactly do we go to actually, play these maps? Do we go for a C push? Do we stay on B and try and go back for A? Where exactly are we going to be reinforcing on the map? And it does get a little bit hectic when those things happen. And B flag's still going to be heavily contested as Fuzzy here on the last health will end up getting picked up. That's going to be pretty much a wipe there on the B. 2 players are going to be left, and I do like that. So we do get the call out here from Varric. He's going to go ahead and push it onto C. Very smart move onto his part. We do have a 1 versus 2 happening over onto A. That's going to be burning down very, very quick. 2 players are going to get pinched out here. Animal has a pretty decent cross shot going down here, and he's going to be able to let his team know what exactly is going to be happening. As you can see, though, A is still going to be heavily contested. Expect Me is going to be able to get on top of that. So Rage Mode do secure themselves that A-B setup. C is... Oh, no! C got cleared! Varric not able to come back here and help out his teammate. That's going to be another 3 cap coming in, but a swarm of players are going to be back here onto that Bravo flag. Thoki is going to be back up, and it's going to be him against the world here. He's sitting in the corner. I don't know what the deal was. Maybe he was typing something, but not going to be getting any shots whatsoever. Now it's going to be up to Expect Me to try and win against, I think that was 8 people or 6 people that were onto that B flag. We do have a couple of them that are going to be waiting over here inside those shots. Mona is going to be back up as well, and they are going to be in a little bit of a one-on-one here onto that C flag, but this is pretty important here for our U team. They need to make sure that they don't wipe here on this Bravo flag. As long as they are up in the middle of the site, this does allow them an opportunity to be able to leak out towards A, to be able to transition into other places on the map. But oh my god, systematically, these players are getting wiped out on Bravo, and that is just really good plays coming in from Rage Mode, as they will be able to wipe out on B. C flag is going to be getting taken care of here for our U team. So like I said before, they are not going to be completely bottled up. They do have this opportunity to kind of have a pinch going on here. Nobody is back onto A for Rage Mode, so they should be able to get to A fairly easily and be able to successfully get that cap. I'm really curious to see what Narvik and his teammate are going to be able to do here in this situation, as they are going to be able to set up a potential cross shot situation. And yeah, Varric needs to be able to win both of these fights. He can't let this guy successfully take him down. Oh, that high ground would have been crucial in this fight, but he does end up getting picked up. In the meantime, though, we do see another push that's going to be happening over onto that Bravo flag. Animal making sure that he's putting a little bit of pressure onto B, but can't quite close it out. So we pretty much just reset here, except for the fact that Bravo is in the favor of Rage Mode. said, slowly but surely we are going to be seeing these players starting to get whittled down. The frags so far from Rage Mode have been very, very good. So we do see Philicious making his way from the south side up on top of Bravo. A lot of open ground over there towards that A flag. It's another reason why that site is pretty hard to actually push in from. But a flood of infantry players are going to be coming on in. We'll see if it can be held off. Oh, Lewis going up top. Oh, gets picked up. Philicious says, who needs a bipod? I got my FG and a really, really good aim. He's going to be able to take him down, no problem. Mona is also going to be able to pick up another kill here towards the north, so nobody should be getting back around them onto that C flag. We do see, well, I'm going to say that now, but we do see one getting over there towards Charlie. He probably leaked out towards the south side of the map. Bet, though, he's going to be back up as well. Gets taken down, so nobody there to the south, so we could be seeing a big push coming in. Unfortunately, Blur, I don't think he's going to be able to make it back here for a defensive play. But if they do capture onto Bravo and they have C, obviously that's going to be helping them out quite a bit. 91 to 114. This is still a very, very close game. And with that spawn bomb over there towards A, that does give an opportunity over here towards that B flag. Obviously, the defense is going to be less. But, yeah, it doesn't look like RU team is electing to go that route. They do end up getting picked up and completely wiped out. That is unfortunate. I would have liked to have seen, as soon as that A flag was getting a flash, the call to go ahead and push in towards that Bravo flag with smokes. Just basically leave A alone. Get onto that B flag as quickly as possible. Now, actually, it looks like Fett making his way onto this Charlie flag. Is he going to be able to solo burn this? He does spot out one inside shops. We'll be able to take him down. Oh, he's got to heal up, though, and not going to be able to do it in time. We'll get pinched from two different sides as he does get picked up. So, again, this is what we've seen over and over and over again. C flag does get picked up at the last second, and we are going to be seeing A now getting completely undefended, taken back over here for RU team. Ooh, Ness trying to get those long-range shots with that 1907. It's not an STG, that is for sure. But it is deadly up at close range. And if you can control that recoil, that spread, you are going to be able to make some really good shots. But taking out all that Hecklich position here, he's going to be able to push him back just a little bit. His teammates, though, cleaning up from the backside, and that will be a pretty decent push there onto Charlie. We do have a couple of players that are still going to be up and alive here in the balconies of that C flag. Excuse me, guys. I apologize about that. Every now and then you get a little bit of a hang up. But we are going to be having Aminal with another good kill there, back behind those buses. Ink, though, making some pretty good headway. He's going to be able to get some revives, potentially. A couple of kills as well. So Rage Mode does lose out on that 2-flag burn once again. 102 to 57. They have a pretty decent lead going down right now. So RU team, this is a moment that I would get a little bit worried if I was RU. They need to make sure that they can at least hold these for a good 30 seconds or so, but they have not been able to. Two players are going to be coming up, and this is where it gets scary, because right now RU team is going to be losing out on this A flag. They're trying to come back in, and with 53 tickets, you might be thinking, well, it's 53 tickets, they have enough time, they can make a comeback. But every single time that they're getting wiped out on these pushes, especially here on A, that's 3 players down, that's 3 tickets gone. That adds up really, really fast. And now that we're going to be seeing that C flag going down into their favor, oh my god, this is not good at all. That 3 cap is going to add up so quickly, and it's really frustrating because RU team was keeping this game close for the longest time, and now all of a sudden it is looking like we are going to have a pretty big shutout here on Rotterdam, which was, you know, a shame because it was turning out to be a really good match here at the beginning. RU team was keeping up, but I guess the longevity definitely here in the favor of Rage Mode. I see flag now starting to flash into their favor. We do see a couple of players coming in maybe from the spawn. But this defense on A is going to be pretty much locking it down for the time being. 21-93. And you can just see how fast it's going down. I mean, 20 tickets in a blink of an eye. And really nothing that they can do about it. I Am Pro is going to be set up. Nice little hit there. Will not be able to pick up the second one, but you know they got to make a play here very, very soon, as that is going to be a full wipe. At the same time, they lose or they leave C flag. They lose it immediately, and Nesk is going to be able to do some cleanup as he picks up 2 easy kills on Varric and Problem. That, my friends, is going to be it. 3 tickets left. Stranger's going to try and maybe get onto this B flag just to cause a little bit of a stir, but there was really nothing that they could do there in that situation. 93 tickets to 0. And like I said, it's such a shame because it was turning out to be a pretty good match. RU team was sticking in there neck and neck. I mean, at one time, I think it was like 95 or 94 tickets to 117. It was a pretty close match. And I mean, once you get into that cycle of not being able to defend those flags when it was going back and forth, then of course we had, I think it was like 2 or 3 triple caps that came in. That last one obviously was the longest one, but we had 2 previously to that where, you know, a triple cap is not necessarily going to be devastating just because of the bleed, but when you get a triple cap, it forces your team to obviously have to capture 1 flag first. In doing so, just because you captured that 1 flag, you haven't stopped the bleed. That bleed is still happening. So then you have to go and capture a second flag. It's just burning time. The other team, when they get that triple cap, they're just burning time. And that's what's so frustrating about it, is that you end up basically just losing out on tickets because it takes you twice as long to get the bleed back in your favor if you're able to do it in the first place. And we just weren't seeing Russian team able to do that. All right. So here we are on Hamada. Hamada is definitely one of my favorite maps. Drink a beer for the throat. I got some tea. I got some hot tea for the throat. No beer. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon. No beer. All right. So it does look like we have a nasty sandstorm, which definitely sucks. And we'll see where our tanks are going to be positioning themselves. So far, it doesn't look like we have any tanks coming out from the side of... Oh, wait, yeah, Mona's just all the way here in the bottom. So he's taking a little bit of time. B flag is getting contested right away, as we do see some fights back and forth in favor so far, I would have to say, of Rage Mode. Blur is going to be the only man left up and alive, trying to get that hip fire spray. Oh, he did a lot of damage, but there are 3 more players that are going to be coming up. Yeah, that's not going to be good. He does end up getting picked up. And I think that's going to be a clean wipe there onto Bravo as soon as this last player dies. And it is indeed. So B is going to be going over into their favor. A is getting contested right away. You do see Varric and Stranger able to get onto that alpha flag. Mona is going to be coming back. Sitting here like, hey, what are you guys doing? This isn't your flag. What are you thinking here? Takes a couple of nice little shots there right away. That mine clearing doing a fantastic job. He will be able to pick up Varric. And Stranger is going to be sitting down below. Now, this is not going to be good here for Stranger, as 3 players now are going to be heading on down to that A flag. Spawns are going to be coming back in, but they're not the right spawns. We do have a medic coming in for the help. Ness is going to be able to come around. He picks up 2 really quick and easy players, as a Stranger is going to get completely dominated here. C4 going to come up. Takes him out right away. So it's going to be all about this transitioning that's going to be coming in onto this middle flag. Esports Athlete able to pick up one there from the tower. He hears two running around below. And this is a fight that is going to be very difficult. There's so much area that you can actually push up into. And when you do have a gun like the Tommy gun, it is very, very hard to fight against that. It's close range. You're going to have really, really high rate of fire. They will be able to melt you extremely fast, and that's what we're seeing right there. So Esports Athlete holding on strong, and they are going to be able to hold on strong too with this setup so far. We do see a push happening over here on the Charlie as well. All the way in the backfield, Thoki in a one-on-one. It's going to be Expect Me giving a little bit of help. I didn't realize that he was still up and alive, but that C flag quickly going into their favor. We do see B getting contested as well. Animo, the last man alive, onto the actual B burn, as he's going to go ahead and look up here for some fighting, so you can get a couple of kills. As I said, this is typically a map that we do see a lot of really good back and forth on. But Esports Athlete does end up getting the kill. That is going to be clearing out that B flag. C is going to be taken back over, which is typical here for the situation. Mona will be back up as well, and I would imagine he's probably going to be playing some pretty aggressive probably going to be playing pretty aggressive there onto that C flag here very, very soon. We do see Varric, it looks like, possibly going over here towards that A flag. I wouldn't, I don't know, I wouldn't really think that that's a bad move, especially if you can get enough players with you, with your tank. And they are going to be making that push there towards that A flag. Nesto realizes that that's probably exactly what's going to be happening here. He's going to go ahead and transition back out, and he will be able to spot these players right away. And that is just very unfortunate here for RU team. They need to make sure that they can get out, get control of this second flag, stop this bleeding, because it is brutal at the moment, as Next does end up pick up a second kill in this A site. So A is going to be safe for now. Mona, like I said before, getting aggressive here onto the flag. Nice splash damage going to be coming in. And this was pretty frustrating here in this situation. Like, oh my gosh, guys, I am so sorry. I am sneezing and coughing and all kinds of stuff. Hope I'm not getting sick. But it's a pretty frustration position to be in when you don't have your armor over here to help out, and the fact that the players are going to be spawning in to defend the flag, aren't going to be, you know, anything to take care of a tank. Mona is very comfortably sitting onto that C flag. He's going to be able to cause a lot of trouble, and it restricts the amount of movement that you're going to be able to have for your infantry players. Dougie comes back around. He is going to be able to pick up one. Second one, though, not going to be the case, as he does end up getting taken down. But his teammate comes back in for the save, as they will be able to quickly take care of that. Ink also gets picked up, and we are going to be seeing Esports Athlete probably following this up with a kill of his own. As yes, he does end up getting the nice little frag there and a revive. Is that a player that's actually up and alive over there to his left? No, it wasn't. He was dead. I was about to say, that was a ballsy revive. In the meantime, we do see Fett coming out. He's going to be able to get very quick shots in. Phil is also going to get a couple of rifle grenades. Or I'm sorry, just grenades into the tank as well. So, yeah, that is going to be one dead tank. Stranger didn't really have a chance at all. Nobody able to spawn in onto the tank. And, I mean, again, we're going to be seeing this pretty much getting pushed all the way into the back. 152 to 43 now. Pretty darn crazy in terms of score lines and stats. 13 and 3 here for Expect Me. Make that 14, as he is just constantly mowing down these players. Yeah, 14 and 2, 10 and 1 there for Thoki, 11 and 0 for Esports Athlete, 8 and 0 there for Fett, 4 and 0 for Mona. So they are putting up some really, really good numbers, really good stat lines. Expect Me does eventually go down, but you know, in this situation, does it even really matter? On the other side, we have Fuzzy, who's doing the best at 5 and 8. He doesn't even getting picked up, but just overall not able to make anything happen out of this. Smokes are going to be coming in, insult to injury. I don't know, maybe they can use this to try to help them out, but it's going to be a two-edged sword because these medics are going to be able to have a field day. Esports athlete Thoki actually coming on into the spawn to finish that off, and that is going to be one heck of a pounding. That is the worst one that we have seen yet. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Our U team is going to be on the blue side. We are going to be seeing Rage Mode on the red side. And Rage Mode is going to go ahead and take Mona, put him up there to the south side of the map. That's going to be right there at B. And, oh man, this is going to be tank clashes right from the get-go. This is what I love to see. Mine-clearing devices are going to be out already. First kills are going to be coming in. Huge hits there onto Vark. Mona, though, he is not going to be staying back. He does get taken down. That was a huge hit onto him. Vark is also going to be taking some damage, and I believe the only one left up is Esports Athlete. What can he do versus a tank and 3 infantry players, as he is going to be finally getting picked up and going down? Flares really coming in handy there as well. Immediately, though, we do see a transition coming in to the north side of the map. It's going to be Ink and Thoki both winning out their gunfights, going in for the A. Nobody able to push it onto C just yet. So while it looked really good, I would have to say for this B burn, it's really going to come down to, can they hold on to A? We are going to be watching Not Problem right now. He gets picked up. That is definitely going to be unfortunate. Thoki also going to be able to pick up a frag from behind. The tank is going to be coming in. So Vark making his way over towards that defense. We'll see if he's going to be able to do anything at all. B already going to be flashing. And that is going to be going heavily into the favor right now of Rage Mode. I am pro. Well, we're going to see how pro he is going to be here. Spawns are going to be coming on in, but my god, that is a lot of people that he's going to have to fight. As one player is going to be spotted right on the other side of Bravo. Smokes are going to be out. Recap is in, by the way. So this is already not looking good for our U team, and that is going to be a grenade to clean that out. So B flag heavily into the favor of Rage Mode, and right now we actually see Nesk on the hunt. There is a flood of infantry players trying to get over to the C flag as they're running away, but it is not going to be happening at all. Slowly but surely, every single one of them do get picked up. And that, my friends, is a pretty rough state to be in. Ness is going to be leading the charge over here onto that C flag. Only 2 players managed to make it out to that Charlie flag. We're also going to be seeing A getting capped over as well. But right now, our U team is pretty much just playing for pride at this moment, as they already have pretty much lost the game, as they had to score, or I'm sorry, lost the map, as they had to score more than 129 tickets on their side in order to take this win. And they have, of course, gone past that already, but Thoki doing a good job of picking up 1. Ink also going to be able to pick up 2. Thoki right now just going to try and clear out this map. Flag, it does look like that has already happened. A couple of players are going to be setting up into the back here. Pretty rough space for them to actually be in. I think Mona has actually spotted one of them out. And cleaning up back behind the rock as well. That splash damage is ridiculous. Vark and Animal are going to be back up and alive over here, but I think Ness is going to be able to make short work of these individuals, as he does pick up at least 1. 6-1 so far for his score line. He's looking pretty decent in his stats. And right on top of the other one. Oh, he just quite didn't look down. And that is one of the things here, is these a lot of little nooks and crannies here on C flag which you can find. And Nesk only able to take down 1. His teammate, though, does end up falling. So that is going to be it there, as C flag will be firmly into the control right now of Rage Mode. On the other side of the map, we do see a 1-on-2 going to be shaping up. Ink able to trade out with at least 1. And that does look like that we're going to be seeing any stragglers cleaned up, trying to transition over here towards that B flag. Mona is going to be doing a very classic playstyle here for the tank, to shoot from afar towards that A site. A lot of splash damage is going to be going down. He does have the opportunity to reload very quickly back behind him, as he does have that supply depot in the area here. He is currently 5-2. He did go down right there at the very beginning of the map, which with all of his aggression, it's not too surprising. I think that RU team kind of figured that that was going to be happening, and they ended up preparing for it very well, as they did get control of that B flag right away, but not able to hold on to it. So now we do see Mona now starting to get back into that B flag. There you go. Mine clearing is going to be coming out, and it is going to be doing a lot of damage. As you can see, another kill getting up onto the board. Smokes are going to be out, which is going to be obscuring his view. But honestly, does it really matter at this point? I mean, it's a big old freaking tank. He's going to be able to easily bypass that. Does look like he does go down, and that was going to be Varric there with that last and final shot on him. So props to them for being able to keep that tank up and alive and doing some damage. 78 to 125 now, as we do see that 2 flag burn in their favor. This is something that I wish we had seen earlier on. Unfortunately, not going to be the case. Oh my god. Oh man. Sometimes the cameras in this game are just ridiculous. It is quite hilarious. But we do see a big infantry push is going to be happening over here towards that Bravo flag. Thoki is going to have to back on up, as he is going to be probably a medic. I think he was playing medic earlier on. But he's going to have to back on out. Does look like we are going to be seeing a couple of players going down there towards the south side of the map. I Am Pro's the only man left up and alive here, potentially to save this flag. Spawns are going to be coming on in. I think they should be able to overwhelm Bravo here if they make a move here pretty soon. Fett, though. Oh my god, Fett. Oh, dude, could you imagine if they just C4 it over there for one random reason? That'd be hilarious. Fuzzy does end up picking up the kill, though, as Mona is going to be able to come back in and finish off that last player. So that's going to be a failed attempt onto Bravo. They waited a little bit too long, I think, there. Allowed those players to get back into a position to where they could fight from easily. And now Expect Me is going to be on a little bit of a hunt of his own. Pushing up here into the middle of the map. He does get spotted out from that head glitch. Varric still going to be up and alive with that tank. Gets some long-range shots going down. Unfortunately, not going to be getting that 2 flag burn in their favor here so far. 61 to 109. This is the best that we've seen out of him on a Ross. Let's see if we can get a little bit better. That esports athlete spotting out 2 players, trying to get some hipfire spray through the rubble. His teammate's going to be helping him out quite a bit. Should be able to get some heals going down as well. So they are going to be holding strong so far for this push that was meant for Bravo flag. Nice little pickup there. Revives are going to be going in. I think that is going to be caught out, though, eventually. Yes, it is. Both of those players should be going down. That's going to be an easy sweep, as we do see Varric cleaning up the 2 players, Esports Athlete and Fett, both getting picked up. Does it open it up for Bravo? No, it doesn't. Animal's going to be pushed back here into the middle of the map. Maybe they can find a little bit of a weakness to come in onto that Bravo side, but they're so far back right now. It's going to be pretty difficult for them to do anything at all. Yes, they're picking up some kills. Yeah, they're doing a little bit of damage here and there, but they're not getting onto those flags. 44 tickets now to 104. Pretty decent flank is going to be going down. Animal looking to pick up another kill. Oh no, he pushes with a grenade out, and he is going to get picked up, although his teammate from behind is trying to clean it up. Fett, very low on health, down with the 1907. I think he's the last man alive. He's got one more teammate there all the way into the backfield. We'll see if Fett can actually make this happen. He goes in for a reload. And yeah, he gets picked up. That's going to be a shame. In the meantime, though, we do see a tank-on-tank battle. Varric is down now only to 8 health, trying to pick up the shots on Mona. He needs to get some repairs in very, very quick. He doesn't have, I don't think he has like a quick heal. That might be a quick heal, but I'm not too familiar with it. But he is out of it so far. As we are going to be seeing Mona coming back in. He's already used his mind clearing, so we're not going to be seeing that coming into effect, as he will be spotting out Varric right away. A lot of big hits are going to be coming on in, and that will be 1 dead tank and a repairman to clean that off. On the other side, we do see A with a big push is coming in. The only push really that can be made, as it is going to be a 3 cap and almost a third kill that's going to be going in for Thoki. So he does get picked up. Philish is going to be in the middle of the map. That's going to be making his way around a big flank. Yeah, they have pretty much cleaned out over here onto that A site. We do see this is a dirty spot for them to be in. They might actually be able to catch these two players. They have been spotted out. Esports Athlete able to do a little bit of damage. And we are going to be seeing some C4. Oh, nice double kill with that C4 to finish out the game. And that is going to be a very quick 98-0 in favor of Rage Mode. So now we're going to be heading on into Rotterdam, which was actually the closest map that we did have. 93 tickets to 0. Now, our U team did, in their defense, look pretty decent on this map. I was very happy with the way they started out. They were really keeping it neck and neck, back and forth. They had a 2-cap burn there for a little while. They were able to hold successfully on that initial attack there towards the north. They were able to keep control of that A and B site. Burn those tickets down, gain a very small but early lead. But eventually, towards the early middle game, they did falter. And you can't falter with Rage Mode. They're going to take advantage of it, and Rage Mode did. And past that, Rage Mode, I think they got 2 3-caps for just split seconds. They had them for just a little bit. And then they were able to lock down a third 3-cap, which pretty much sealed the deal. And there was nothing at that point in time that our U team could really do from that point. As I was saying before, if you guys didn't hear, if you weren't here before, basically when you have that 3-cap, yeah, the burn is obviously a brutal situation to be in. But more importantly, that's time that it's taking away from you getting onto that second flag to get that bleed. So even if you get that first flag, if you break that 3-cap, you're still losing out on the burn. You're still losing out on tickets. And so now you got to fight again to get that second flag in order to get the burn back in your favor. And the whole time, you're just losing points. You're just losing tickets. So we'll see right now if Phil's going to be able to pick up a couple of these frags. They're going to be in a really good position here to hold down a cross spot. And yeah, that's going to be an easy kill. Can he pick up a second one? Oh, he's getting pushed from so many different players as he doesn't going down. Fett, though, he's going to be able to pick up 2 as well. And probably going to be able to clean this up. He does with the revolver. Esports Athlete also going to get in there and pick up a few kills of his own. So that's going to be real quick wipe going down. That was a 6-man push, I believe, there onto that C flag. In the meantime, we do see this is an odd space for them to be in. Yeah, Thoki just got real quick 3 kills in a row. Yeah, that was a bad spot. Talk about shooting fish in a barrel. That was a prime example right there. Nowhere for those players to go. Hit fire for days on that Tommy gun, and he was easily able to take them out. So push onto C flag is already commencing. They're looking to throw this down and make sure that this thing is put away very, very fast. You can see Ink trying to do some work from long range with that Tommy gun. Not successful so far, but he's got infinite health, and he's got a lot of ammo, but he eventually does end up getting picked up. Teammates should be able to follow that up, though. I think you got plenty of pressure going down. We do see 3 players that are going to be pushing up here towards the south side of the map. Not a whole lot that can be done here in this situation if you are an RU team, other than just winning out on frags. You just got to get the kills. You get the kills, it's all going to be good. But look at this. Fett going to be coming around the back. Oh, my God. He picks up only 1 kill in that engagement. And that is, well, that's sucky. But does open it up for his teammates. They are going to be able to get up top and should be able to hold on to this high ground position and do quite a bit of damage. Esports Athlete probably waiting for some spawns to potentially come on in. Thoki, though, he's going to be making his way up to bus. He ends up getting taken down. We do see 3 more players that are going to be set up. And this is going to be interesting because they are going to be walking into a bit of a crossfire here. Although, a lot of smokes are going to be down. Very rough for these guys to actually see what's going down. Expect me needing to go ahead and back on up. He's getting chased here. Yeah, that is a successful breakout to the north side of the map. But only to the north. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 players that are going to be pushing up here towards the north. In the meantime, it looks like the second squad did lose out onto C, and it's not going to be going their way. So that's definitely going to be rough. Fett, though, he's going to be coming back in, and he does get the kill onto I Am Pro. So pretty much going to be stalling out any kind of potential push to Bravo that we might have seen, as they do have to go ahead and make up their mind. Okay, do we go for Bravo? Do we go back and get C? At this point in time, there's nothing really you can do. They just got to start winning frags, man. I mean, this is rough. Taking a look right now at the scoreboard, yeah, 8-0 there for Esports Athlete, 8-1 for Fett, 4-3 there for Thoki, 3-0 there for Delicious. On the other side, nobody's even broken up past 5 kills. Some of them are in 0-4, 0-3. So a pretty rough situation to be in. Mona is going to be able to pick up 2. Stranger managing to bust out, but Phil, I think he's going to be able to spot this. He does. He sees the head bobbing up in the water, and he's going to be able to take care of this no problem. Well, I say that, and he still hasn't been able to get the kill yet. Or he did get the kill, and it was just out of bounds. I don't know. That was weird. I think that's what it was. Maybe he was just out of bounds there in that area, and he did eventually go down. So, Yuga is going to be up top here. Not onto the burn, though, but trying to find a couple of frags in a position to where he can do some work. Not going to be happening, though, as he does get picked up, but nobody really able to bust up there for Rage Mode in order to clear this out just yet. Esports Athlete, though, taking a very aggressive revive. And you do see that little sexy roll down onto C flag. While it is cinematic, it doesn't actually help you cap flags. So not going to be helping out this RU team at all. And Esports Athlete just running around like a madman. I don't know how he's still alive here. There's so many players. He does end up picking up one of those kills. But again, this is a pretty rough situation to be in if you are RU team. This 3 cap is pretty brutal. All 8 players are going to be pushed up over here onto that C site, and you can see him slowly but surely making the way over onto Charlie. Ink is the last man alive. He ends up getting picked up, so finally they flood in. Is that everybody? No, Expect Me is still going to be up and back behind him. And as I said, at this point in time, it is too little too late. 144 take us to 32. Even if we didn't have round number 1, this would be near impossible to come back from, as they would still have to bust into that B flag. They're already losing Charlie for just a split second there. This is rough. B has been pushed into. We do see a couple of players that are going to be coming in from behind. Ness is going to be following this up. They do go ahead and make their way all the way over towards Alpha. You can see that player all the way into the distance. He's going to start burning that down right away. This would be the comeback of a century if we did actually see them winning this map. But I don't think that's going to happen at any time. We do see one more player that's going to be set up waiting. I think maybe he thought those players were going to be coming around the north. Nice little nade there to take out. Bark, though, he's going to have to pull out a huge win in order to successfully hold off this push. That is a 1 on everybody. That Lewis gun, it's got a lot of bullets in it, but I don't think it has enough to take down these players, and he does end up falling. So right now we are just kind of mixed up in and amongst the players. Mona is going to be the only player back over here onto Bravo to kind of clean this up. Going to be able to spot out the gunfire from at least one. Just a nice little hipfire spray. And we do see a temporary reverse. But with 15 tickets left, they would have to play the most perfect battlefield that you have ever seen in your life. I don't think that's going to be the case here. As we are now just watching some clips going on by. This is just a little bit of extra fanfare for these teams. Fuzzy, though, he's going to try and get a couple of shots there from the side. Can't make it happen. Flare is going to do the same. That Lewis gun, though, not the best at close range. He is going to get pinched out and will eventually go down. So that is going to be it there, guys. 8 tickets left. The burn is going to be finishing this out. Nobody in a position to get onto B. as we are going to be finishing Rotterdam 120 plus tickets to 0, as our U team tried to do all that they could, but in the end it just was not enough. And to finish it off, Thoki is doing a nice little roundabout way. Picks up 3 kills. Can he pick up a 4th here just to finish it off? Come on, Thoki. You can do it here, buddy. I believe there's one more guy that he needs to take care of. There he is. He's going to get that full wipe. And that will end it out. 124 tickets to 0. Thoki finishing at 11-7, 15-2 there for Esports Athlete. Fat going 14-3, putting up those double digits. Now we are going to be heading into Hamada, a map that I thought was going to be fairly close. Ended up, that was not the case. It was 152, the worst map that we saw, 152 tickets to 0. Yeah, this was pretty brutal to watch. We did see a full cap that went into to place. This was the area of death and destruction and just utter domination that happened right in through the backside of here. It was pretty painful, I have to say, and I'm a caster, so I was feeling the pain being channeled through me from our U team. Now, typically we do see at least the allied or the access tank going up onto the top of that B flag, although Mona, the last time that we did see him on the Axis team, he just went ahead and went on through to the A flag, get that early burn. We'll see if he ends up doing the same thing. Strange, though. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing. Does look like he's going to go ahead and take off here towards the north. Should not be burning onto that A flag. Mona is going to be taking pretty fast route. Decides to, maybe he's going to catch Stranger here right off to the left. And nope, they're just going to be passing like 2 strangers in the night. Neither saying hi to either of them. And Stranger's going to go ahead and go to that C flag. Although he's back behind Charlie, I don't know if that's really the best place for him to be. So he gets taken down right away. I don't know about that play. That was, okay, different. Mona is going to be over onto Alpha flag. He should be able to get that pretty easily. Expect me. Does end up getting taken down. I thought that was going to go his route, but not going to be the case. Now, Nesp, we'll see if he is going to be able to pick up a couple of these frags. He knows from the information that he was given that there are going to be players transitioning. He does pick that up pretty easily. And that was some good comms there from his teammate, knowing what was going to be up. And now just taking down a couple of these towers, make it a little bit easier to push on in. As we do see more and more frags going into the favor. He is currently 3-0, looking pretty damn good. And like I said, this 1907 is going to be perfect here for this situation, as it does allow him a lot of versatility up close. You're going to have really good hip fire spray. You're going to have a high rate of fire. Although if he's not looking at those players, he is going to be picked up. Fuzzy picks up 2. Yaga ends up picking up 1 as well, so they are looking pretty decent as well. Phillicious is going to be back up as well. They have locked down a pretty decent 2-cap so far. So this is already looking like a better map than what we saw previously. As Phillicious cleaning out this B flag. I think there's only one more player there into the backfield. Does look like we had a slight little attack onto the C. That was getting cleaned up. Phillicious doing a great job there. Finding where Animal was. We'll be able to take him down. Does look like Mona did get taken out, though. I did miss that. My apologies. As Expect Me is going to be running into 2 players. Not able to get the kill on any of them, but he did at least do some damage. And that's going to help his teammate trying to soak down the health of their opponents. They do have to use those med kits. And Makes it a little bit easier in long and extended gunfights. Ooh, Doki can't make it happen. He ends up getting outplayed there from Pro. So 119 tickets now to 148. And we'll see if they're going to be able to make any kind of a comeback here. Ness just looking for any kind of stragglers over there towards the north. Does look like Bark is deciding to switch it up a little bit. So he's going to be going over into the Staghound here. And he is, I don't know, he's going to go for mobility rather than armor. Don't know if that's going to be the wisest move, but we'll see if it actually works out in their favor. Nice little concave that's going to be going down here. Expect me trying to find this last person with the revolver. And pop! Goes the Weasel as he does take down that last player. Staghound also gets picked up as well. Like I said, I don't know if that was the best choice there, but who am I to judge? As Animal's going to be left all alone, all by his lonesome to try and hold off that push. So Mona is going to be back up in a position here for a nice little crossfire. They have, for the most part, contained them into this A site, and they are winning out on that 3-cap burn. Those tickets are going to go down very, very fast. And, ooh, Mona actually spotting out the entire tribe here, coming around the back. We'll be able to get a nice little impact grenade, picks up a second one. The revives are going to be going through. This is going to be so many dead players as Mona just lighting them up. That's going to be Philicious, and Mona just completely destroying over here, looking for anybody in the smoke. It's okay, Mona. They're dead. They're dead. Let them rest, please, for the love of God. Oh, man. And we are back to the same old shenanigans as we were before, pushing all the way to the line. They're not going to be giving any breath at all to RU team. And they are just going to get completely wiped off the board here over and over and over again. See Thoki right now just looking for these, or listening for these footsteps. He is going to be able to hear one. That's going to be an easy kill. Turns around. Does he burn him up? Oh, we're not going to be seeing him just yet. But 41 tickets left to go. Can they at the very least come out of that C spawn? I'm not sure if that's going to be possible or not. As you can see, Thoki going back and forth, back and forth. Smokes are going to be coming out to try and cover them up. In the meantime, Ink is going to be on his own little one versus the army situation. And we'll see if he can actually pick up a couple of these frags. Ink did a fantastic job over in the towers yesterday as he was holding on to it, though he can't do it today. And he will end up busting down. Staghound able to get out to that C flag. Decides no, he doesn't want to try and burn that. I think that was expect me maybe throwing a rocket or two at him. He does end up passing on by. But Thoki is going to be back up and ready and waiting for this jump. We'll be able to get the frag there. So they have managed to clean that up. So most of these players are going to be all the way over on the other side towards that C flag. Stranger just chilling out. He's just running around. He's like, hey, we're going to go in a circle here, guys. We're going to trick him. Oh, this is 200 IQ. So what he does is he bounces out. He gets the players to follow him. He makes the rounds because he's faster. Comes all the way back around to A and wins out in the burn. That is some smart plays there. I don't know if that was the plan, guys. I'm just trying to think of something positive out of this game, as it is now 2 versus 143, and we are going to be ending it out as soon as the next person spawns back in. That is going to be it. GGs are being thrown out. You got to give it to RU team. They were good sports about it, and that is going to be ending out our game. So congratulations here to Rage Mode. They are our victors. Taking a look at the scoreboard there just in the last second. Yeah, 13-2 there for Ink, 10-1 there for Fed. So they put up some pretty decent numbers overall.
Only on esportbf.com.